What's up, guys? It's Aaron here. Listen, we're over halfway to monetization on YouTube. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll start to get paid from this. And what that means is we'll be able to bring you more content, extra episodes, specials, all that good stuff. So whether or not you're an audio listener or video, if you haven't yet subscribed, please go online and do that. It costs you absolutely nothing and it helps us so much. We love you. I hope you enjoy the episode. I've got the ideal cock and balls.
I have an update on Operation Liverpool City Council.
You have to get your toilet training nailed before you start talking to women. Am I the arsehole for working at a strip club that my dad was at?
I'm digging myself a hole.
It's took me 40 episodes to realise you're mentally ill. I have recently shaved my arsehole.
Okay, interesting development.
And I do it often, but not often enough, I guess. Yeah, just because I'm really enjoying the amount of ghost poos that I'm having at the moment.
Is that because of the...
Just had a little poo in Have a Word Studios.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm about something now that I've done a poo there. I usually wouldn't. I would usually save it, but I've been here for an hour. So
Side note, I went for a piss straight afterwards and accidentally walked into the cubicle you just used, and I was like Grandpa Simpson. Joe, when he walks into the burlesque house, just walked in, put me hat down, instantly did a U-turn and took it over.
The best part is as well of you say that is that you give off the vibe of someone that takes off some of their clothes in the cubicle. Do you know what I mean?
I am so sorry to digress. It is mad you brought that up.
Okay.
Because it is mad that you brought that up.
Makes
because
it feel like you've planned it now. That we've planned this. Oh, bring up poos or something.
I wasn't even sure whether to talk. Because that's not a topic of conversation we often venture down. We're on brand, all right. I went for drinks for a mate's birthday on Saturday and a meal, and my mate was fuming about how old we are and they don't have any coat racks because it was raining. We'd all come with like coats and umbrellas. He was like, "Where's the fucking coat rack?" And he was going, "This bar."
Coke rack, you said.
Coke rack. Oh, we found that, lad. No, we didn't really. He was like, "This bar had the wherewithal to put hangers under the bar. So like if you're having a drink at the bar, you can hang your coat. But if you sat at the tables, you're fucked."
I've been in such a place before.
So then we got talking about hangers.
Went to London once. So. And Joe, I'm not even lying.
Posh there, lad.
Yeah. I genuinely went to a pub in London and it had it. That's the first.
This is literally the third place I've ever seen with it. So I think it is quite like stand out. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, he goes, "It's like toilets. You want a hanger on the back of a toilet?" And I went, "Yeah, especially when I like first started pooing in public. I used to like take my top off and that, and I need something to hang it on." And I just said it dead casually, and everyone, Rebecca more than anyone, was like, "What?" And I was like, "Have I not told you this?" And she was going, "I want a divorce now."
You took your top off to have a shit?
I had a really odd relationship with pooing when I was younger.
Right.
I was just like...
The fact you had a relationship at all is my first question. Like, why have you...
I was a shy pooer. I could only poo at home. And it wasn't until like... oh, God, this is even embarrassing. Because this embarrassed me on the day as well. They went, "How old were you?" And I was like, I was uni age. So I was like, what? 18, 19. I knew I was moving away for uni and that I'd have to get used to pooing somewhere other than my own toilet. So I started to
like you're warming up for a marathon.
Some people might start chatting to girls and that.
Yeah.
I was like, I was doing lunges in the box.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you have to get your toilet training nailed before you start talking to women. I usually, that would be my priority as well. So I can't knock you for that. Like, you've looked at it and gone, I could either start flirting or I can start flirting with the idea of pooing outside my mum's house. And you made the right decision, I think.
Never even framed it in that way. I wasn't toilet trained, lad. I had to toilet train myself. You're right. That's what I had to do. I already had a reliance on wet wipes. So I started carrying wet wipes with me everywhere.
Yeah.
So just in case I needed a poo.
I do like a wet wipe poo.
Yeah.
But you can't... Well, I usually didn't care, but... That was when I lived with my mum and we rented a place, so the landlord had to unblock the drain. Yeah. Now I own a place. Yeah. I don't want like fucking wave wipes stinking in the bin. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not doing like a nappy run to the bin after every shit I have. So I have to use toilet paper. But now that I've shaved my arsehole, it's not really a big problem.
I'm angry at you because you're opening more doors for more embarrassing information about me, and I haven't even finished talking about the first thing. You haven't even got to talk about your shaving asshole. But
this is very soft.
So wet wipes, I did the last place me and Rebecca rented. The backyard just started flooding. out of nowhere, right, it was flooding, and we were like, what the fuck is going on? And water was coming up from the drains in the back.
The fact that you pondered what was going on tells me everything I need to know. Like, what do you mean? There might be a drain block somewhere.
Well, the telltale sign was we got like some sort of plunger, and we put it in the drain, and we started plunging it, and then a fucking big fat turd just like bobbed out the water like a German U-boat, right? It's like a fucking submarine surfacing. And
like that thing that got stuck in the Suez Canal.
Yeah, sideways, blocking everything. And it was just, it was human. And that's when we realised we had to call in the big guns. Landlord brought professionals. Basically, I'd created a fucking turd bag with wet wipes. Yeah, so it is a serious thing. And now I actually do put wet wipes in a little bin. I have a poo bin.
You have a poo bin?
In the bathroom.
Right. Brilliant.
I have a poo bin.
You have a poo bin in your mum's house?
No,
not even your mum's.
Not my mum's
your
house.
girlfriend's mum's house. That's amazing.
And it's my own poo bin. I think that's the thing I'm happiest about. That's the most welcome they made me feel was when they just let the poo bin slide. No,
they've took one look at you and gone, he does big shits. We can't let him put that in the
fucking pipes. This is an old house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a little poo bin. Because save the environment too. Shouldn't be flushing wipes, just put them on a landfill. What am I fucking talking about? Save the environment. I'm saving the ocean and I'm fucking up the land.
Greta Thunberg over here. I am so pleased with myself. He has a 19-year-old Swedish shit.
Fucking hell. So anyway, yeah, I used to take my top off because I'd get hot. I used to poo naked at home to feel comfortable. I'd just take my top off at the pub or whatever, wherever it was, but I had to make sure the cubicle had a hook on the back, and I didn't think that was weird. Everyone else seems to. So you shaved your arsehole.
Yeah. I only use, like, if I ever went in like a public toilet, the hook would be for like my shopping bags. If it was the middle of winter and I had a trench coat almost, not that I'm not the Undertaker, but like
all naked underneath it. Yeah. A little pervert.
Just little ankles out. But just if I had a big coat on, then I'd hang that up. But I'm not taking like my hoodie off. How big's the shit that I'm worried I'm going to start sweating?
Like the thing that upset me the most was when I brought it up, my mate went, uni age, yeah, that's when you're at your biggest, wasn't it? That makes sense. I was like, what are you on about? And he was like, you were running hotter, weren't you? I didn't even think about it like
a menopausal woman.
I'm having a hot flush. Squeezing out a fucking turd. But yeah, I've grown up. I'm fully clothed in all cubicles. You don't have to worry. I'm not worried. So you shaved your arsehole. So
yeah, and weirdly enough, she doesn't even know this yet, but I use Beth's razor. And I have a new found love for women's razors, and I'm going to be buying women's razors. There's so much better.
You're singing, I'm your Venus, I'm your fire. How did you shave it? Did you sit back and lift your legs up like that?
It's tough because we've got quite a small shower, so I just have to sort of like put my foot on the tile in some way, and then spread my cheeks. And I did cut my butt, but it was all right.
So hold on, you're upright like some sort of Spider-Man technique. Yeah, you've got your foot stuck to the wall.
Yeah.
I don't bother with the ass. I just I'm quite hairy, and I have like
a hairy vibe.
An island of just like my cock and balls are smooth. The cock itself and the balls are nice and smooth.
Visual inch.
But then I need it.
Yeah. I need it. Start scalping your skin. Anything just to get a bit more.
It's just an island, but then like the patch above the cock, I trim it down. So like what would you call it? I've just got a fat pouch. What the fuck would you call it? That area above your dick?
No man's land. So, I don't know. It's just your pubis.
Pubis, that's it. I trim the pubis back, and then the rest, it just kind of then blends into the just generic hairiness of the rest of it.
Blends.
But if I shave the pubis bald, it looks like a weird baby dick, man. So that's why I've got to do it. So my cock has a fringe,
I don't think it's
basically.
The baldness that's giving baby dick vibes, to be honest.
All right, it adds to the baby dick vibes. Yeah. But yeah, my cock's got a fringe. It's like a cut-off point.
Your cock looks like my head.
But yeah, do you shave your asshole regularly, yeah?
I try to get around to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always, I keep my like, genuinely, I am every girl talks about how gross some guys are. I've got the ideal cock and balls.
You're acting as if you fucking put all the effort in, but you're a pubeless wonder lad, so you just shave what
No. So I use. I've got a little pair of clippers, my old barbering clippers.
Professional.
Yeah.
Did you have them in Barbicide beforehand?
No. No, I do before I use them on another customer.
Oh fuck! I'm like,
no. But yeah, I have like my old clippers, so I give myself a little dick fade.
Yeah.
And yeah, just I shave the shaft and the balls and the ass, and it genuinely like because I have shaved the pubes like quite short, like pretty short, like itchy level short sometimes.
Well, I don't know. I don't like that. Cock and balls, I do. Do you get hairs on your dick? On your actual dick?
Yeah.
I got a few strays up the shaft.
Yeah, mine go like weirdly high up it.
Yeah. I'm so relieved you said that because I wanted to say it off the bat. But I've already confessed too much.
Yeah, I was going to say. Daft confessed too much. Yeah. Imagine that as a Shakespeare. That's so fucking...
What the tale of my troubled youth. I couldn't poo in public. I had to toilet train myself. Now I have a bin in my wife's mum's house and I have hairs on me cock.
The Montapoos. I don't know. I'm trying too hard now.
Big, you're not gonna beat that.
No, I don't think it's gonna top in that. But yeah, I feel like for like a woman I've got the ideal cock and balls.
Oh well, that's fucking, you know what I mean, very cocky of you. Yeah. I tried to find
like,
something better.
No, but like it is, but also I try. So I'm, it's like just being.
Yeah.
I'm just yeah.
But how's it fit with the rest of the package? Are you hairy in general?
What do you mean?
Or what I mean is
it's quite big.
No, you like hairy in general, or you?
Yeah, I got a little bit on the chest and stuff.
Crab's ladder and thing.
Yeah.
I'm like Hugh Jackman, me.
It just starts to get itchy if I shave it all. So
I'm all man. I've got pure chest hair.
Yeah. I feel like we need to get off this subject. We have some female listeners, and I don't think they're going to appreciate it one bit.
Well, have you ever used like a hair removal cream? You ever used Veet?
Yeah, but it smelt weird, and I didn't think it worked that well.
Yeah.
So
it worked too well when I used it.
Right.
It was like
like the Evian advert. Just you on roller skates.
Yeah, smooth as fuck. On my butt cheeks,
like my references.
Yeah, I needed Rebecca's help. I was like, I really want to. I'm sick of having arse hair. Do you know, like I said, I don't shave it and stuff. One day I was just like, I was talking to mates about Veet and whatever. I was like, I'm sick of having arse hair. Would you Veet for me? Because I can't really see around there. I'm not flexible like you, lad. I'm not having my foot up in the shower. I can barely hold a squat, so I'm not squatting down to do it. So I asked Rebecca, and I don't know why she agreed to it. Very begrudgingly. She was very unhappy about the situation. She wore gloves. She Veeted me up. Yeah.
Right, for the Veet, not for anything. Okay.
Well, I think
when you said she wore gloves, I thought she just didn't want to touch you. She's heavy.
She always wears,
yeah. She misses. Yeah.
Fucking Mrs. Marigold. That's all she ever fucking wears. She put gloves on and she Veeted me up good and proper, and the smell haunts us both to this day. She refuses to ever do it again. It was kind of nice having a smooth ass though. I'm not gonna lie, but it was the grow back that fucked me up. The grow back as it came back in. Yeah. And also I feel like I just think I've got a sweaty ass, and I think having hair is good for me because it creates some effort to absorb. Like my cheeks were just gliding together on a daily basis. No one wants that.
Yeah, I could hear you coming. Yeah. I remember episode 8 you did it. You're walking like Peter when he gets those shoes on Family Guy. Just fucking electrocuting everyone. Electric static shock coming from your fucking arsehole.
The imagery in the first, I haven't even put, how long have we been recording? The imagery has been
too long.
The imagery's been disgusting. I have an update on Operation Liverpool City Council.
Okay.
And by an update, I mean I found out how to contact them.
You're so half-assed with everything.
No, because it turned out that I don't have to call. Well, yet. Because I'm going to do whatever I need to do.
Right. But there was just very slowly, it turns out.
There's a contact form.
Right.
So I wrote a very strongly...
Oh, you've actually made contact?
Yeah. I've not had anything back from it.
Of course you've not.
But I've wrote a letter and I've sent it.
You've wrote a letter, not even an email.
Well, yeah, it's a contact form, so I wrote it out, typed in.
I thought you were just like, dear Sansa.
That's like a contact form on the website. I wrote it like. Do you want to hear what I've said?
I mean, sure, yeah. I didn't know it was. I didn't know you were going to share it with us. I thought we were just going to get the response. But yeah, absolutely, hook us up.
I just want them to take me seriously, to be honest. That's the thing I'm worried about the most.
Nobody in your life takes you seriously. Why is the council going to?
I've never been more serious about anything, though. Like, I know it's all a laugh and a joke, and I know that we're a fucking comedy podcast, but I actually want to do something about this. I want to evoke change. I want to be better. Okay. Right, you usually do the reading, so I'm going to have to fucking project.
You're going to have to, you're going to have to, like, try, like... You know, read it.
So I put, hi. I don't think I'm off to a good start. I didn't put dear or anything. I should have put to whom it may concern.
Hi sort of gives the appeal of like, oh, this is a friend.
Hi.
Hey. Long time no speak. You up?
I put, I am writing to you today to express my extreme displeasure and disappointment with the actions of Liverpool City Council. I always thought that Liverpool was a city that valued its people. A city to be proud of. As a young boy from Wallasey, I always dreamed of...
You've lost him.
You've just gone wool next.
Delete. You lost it immediately. Oh my God.
So I put, as a young boy from Wallasey, I always dreamed of life in the big city and couldn't wait to emigrate over the water and trade in my simple green wheelie bin for one of the majestic purple ones I used to hear so much about on the radio.
On the radio?
Yeah, well, it's not on telly, is it, lad? Unfortunately, recent events have changed my feelings towards this once great city, and God forbid I may have to consider moving back to the Wirral with the rest of the Wolves.
They literally don't want you in Liverpool.
Mate.
Like, nobody does, though. As a Wool, nobody wants you here. So, like, why are you giving them what they want? They just won't ignore you, and then one less Wool in the city.
It's the beauty of a contact form, baby. I'll just write another email.
Like fucking Andy Dufresne when he's trying to get the fucking library fund. Have you seen the Shawshank? Yeah. 378 letters, he gets 100 quid back. That's going to be you.
I'm going to do whatever it takes. But I think as well, stressing that I'm not from here and how much I love the city. Surely that's
right, but you're 8 miles away. You're not...
I know, well, if I said I was from Manchester, lad, they would 100% close the email, so...
Right, but it's hardly like... Okay, carry on. I want to reserve judgment.
Okay. As a lover of the city of Liverpool, I love nothing more than a trip to the city centre. Such a vibrant...
You don't get out much.
Well, it's such a vibrant...
You've seen the Sagrada Familia, you fucking idiot. I love nothing more than the city.
Have you never seen Paddy's Wigwam? Belted Cathedral, that
There's
lad.
There's a Smith Size Superstores up the house. What a vibe.
Such a vibrant cultural melting pot thanks to the actions of the European Union in 2008. Capital of culture, if you didn't know. Liverpool was European capital of culture. See what I mean? I'm playing to them now. I'm like, oh yeah, did you see that thing, user range council? I took umbrage of that, and you're going to fuck on me. I'm trying to get on there.
All right, Mr. Chow. You're going to fuck on me?
You're trying to fuck on me? I've got his dick as well.
And his athleticism when he jumps out the boot.
As a driver, I often park in the city centre, opting for the on-street locations to avoid the hefty parking fees that the private companies charge. I could always rely on my Liverpool City Council to protect me from the evils of Q Park and NCP. However, although I was once a carrier of coins and I used to pay for my parking using such arcane methods, I have recently become accustomed to the world of contactless payments and parking apps. However, the once exciting possibilities of the world of tomorrow has led me to discover a conspiracy that makes me ashamed to call Liverpool my home.
Ashamed?
I'm ashamed. Yes, I am writing to complain about your pay-by-card system. Be that via the app or over the phone, your payment system has overcharged me every single time I use it. I often travel the country and have not experienced such deceitful behaviour by any other council in any other city or town I have visited, not even the Tories in Southport. Each time I use your service, I am quoted a figure plus a 20p service fee. However, when my card is charged, I have found I am paying an additional 20p on top of the agreed service fee. So instead of £1.40 for 30 minutes, which is £1.20 plus the 20p fee, I am charged £1.60. I am essentially being taxed the cost of a Freddo every time I pay to park, or 2 Freddos if we're talking of the glory days of the 90s when we had a Labour Prime Minister. This is not acceptable. You might be thinking...
We had a Labour Prime Minister in 2008.
Oh yeah, we had Tories in the 90s, didn't we? This is not acceptable. I went dead light-headed then because I'm getting dead annoyed reading it out. I feel like I'm talking to
You're the same colour as your jumper.
Fucking Joseph in his Technicolor hoodie. This is not acceptable. You might be thinking it's only 20p, and you'd be right, but that's not the point, is it? This is an outrage, and until I and every other person you have robbed for the privilege of paying to park have been refunded and back paid for every time we've been forced to pay this undeclared fee.
Everyone else. This is where you've gone too big. I know you're trying to start a movement, which is fucking rare for you.
It's not about the individual, Aaron. It's about the collective.
I know you're trying to start a movement, but you've gone too far because they're going to ignore it if you're trying to get everyone back paid because that's too much admin.
Fuck.
So if you'd have just gone for yourself and you'd have thought about yourself in the situation and only yourself, they might have back paid you and then changed it going forward for everybody else. They're not back paying everyone else. They're not back paying you. I'm humouring you largely, but they're not going to back pay everybody.
Oh, maybe I'll throw in a phone call then.
You don't say.
Do you know what upsets me even more is you cut me off at the perfect part because I did. No, you cut me off at the perfect part to cut me off because it became apparent that I hadn't actually finished the sentence or the threat that I was in the middle of making. I put, this is an outrage, and until I and every other person you've robbed for the privilege of paying to park have been refunded and back paid for every time we've been forced to pay this undeclared fee. And then I've just moved on to the next sentence. Didn't make the threat.
That's so much of a shithouse you are. Your fucking keyboard's like, not today. Let's not write checks that my fucking hands can't cash.
Fuck, right. I've not got much more to go, and it's becoming very apparent. I'm going to have to change my methods already, but I put, you're preying on the lazy because nobody can be arsed complaining about 20p. But unfortunately for you, you've messed with the wrong guy. I might be lazy, but I'm willing to take this as far as it can go. I'll call the Echo. I'll call the Guardian, but I won't call because I refuse to stoop to your level and become the villain.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, this is not the behaviour of the city I love so much. You've let me down. You've let your dad down. And most importantly, you've let yourself down. Join the movement, people. If we that one, I'm just one voice shouting in the fucking hurricane there. If we unite and everyone starts hounding the council about this unfair behaviour, we can get something done. Fuck Joando 2. Joando 2, not even the original.
It's took me 40 episodes to realise you're mentally ill. If anyone wants to join in on a podcast, we may have a position available.
Just wait until the dirty protest, lad.
Yeah.
When I'm on the top of the steps of St. George's Hall, holding me shit, holding me pooping, and seeing me pooping on the top of the steps.
Gluing yourself to a car park space. Just fucking... Oh my God.
Do you think I've got any chance?
Throwing fucking cans of soup over the parking meters. My God. I feel like I've been very clear on this since the start. No. No, you don't have any chance. Of course you don't.
I'm going to prove you wrong.
Okay.
I'll at least get my money back. Sorry, everyone else. And then power to the people. Well,
this is where you've gone wrong. Like I said, if you'd have tried to get your own money back, bear in mind, they're not going to know how much to fucking give you.
We'll get to that. I'm not going to hit them with all the... I felt like I had to spell out the way they were overcharging me. I had to break down the fee. Because you're saying, yeah, there's a 20p service charge, but you're charging me an additional 20p. I can't come to this studio and not get annoyed before getting here. Because as soon as I've paid for part, I'm listening to the figure. So I paid for 2 hours today. It was like, so you agree to pay £4.80 plus a 20p service fee. And I'm going, they're going to charge me £5.20 here. They're going to charge me the extra 20p. When it comes through, I'm fucking fuming, lad. Every single time. It's the same thing. You get the same fee anyway. The app has stopped working lately when I've used it, so I've just given up and started.
Because you don't want me fucking parking there. I see your drams.
Just use pay by phone. That's sound. I've used that in loads of cities. Fucking Stockport's got Ringo. That's sound. I know these. I know them, lad. I know all of them. Fuck the bigwigs. Fuck the companies. Q Park, Tories. NCP, Tories. Fuck them all, lad. Council. Also, we're fucked.
Yeah.
I might just stop paying for parking. Can they enforce? Yeah, of course they fucking can.
This is an insane level of privilege you have.
Privilege?
This is the biggest issue in your life. Some people face racism, homophobia, fucking homelessness, and you're like, I had to pay 20p more when I parked my car, which I get for free at work.
All right, but what about I don't get me fucking car free at work.
I'm just guessing.
What about all those people who do suffer those things you've said, and then on top of that have to pay the 20p service charge? I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for them. But me first. As is
for the gays. That's going to be your slogan, isn't it? Fucking marching down fucking Harbin Street. What do we want? Free parking. Who do we want it for? The gays. What's up, guys? The podcast is growing and we're dead happy, but we need your help.
What we need is for you to start sending us in your most embarrassing moments, the worst things that you've ever done to yourself or someone else, and most importantly, what you want to get off your chest.
So email us in at spreadnegativitypod@gmail.com, and if it's not shit, we'll read it out in a future episode. But I've got faith in you. It'll be fine. Pause it here. Go and send us something in, and then we'll read it out. Do it.
And as always, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, give us 5-star ratings on all the platforms. That'll let you do it. It just means that more people will find us, and it's a big, big help.
Like we said, the podcast is growing quicker than we expected, and we're buzzing with the support. We really are, but we want to grow bigger. If you can, please keep telling your friends about us. Drop the link to the episode into your group chats and help us spread more negativity. You're the greatest. We love you. Let's get back to the episode. Features?
You know I love it.
Features. Love a feature. Okay, so I've got a couple prepped here if you want to do those. And I sent... similar thing to last week. I've just got some Reddit posts that I've seen that are quite funny. Had some pretty good feedback and people were enjoyed last week's. So I guess we'll just carry on.
Yeah, I'm happy
with that. Lovely stuff.
Love a thing.
Let's go straight into it. This one says, am I the arsehole for working at a strip club that my dad was at?
Okay. Oh, I'm such a sexist. I instantly presumed it was a guy who was a DJ or a bouncer. I didn't even think it was a stripper. That was the second thought that crossed my mind.
Right.
Go on, continue. Sorry. Go on, continue.
Am I the arsehole for working at a strip club that my dad was at? I, 25 female, caught my dad, 56 male, at the strip club I work at. The night started off as normal. I get into the uncomfortable lingerie and watch the girls on stage as I wait from the sidelines to go up there. Once it was my turn, I did my normal catwalk up there when I immediately saw a familiar face up in the front. I thought nothing of it and kept going, but soon I realised that the familiar face was my father. I never told my parents about my stripper job, considering they are super Christian and they would immediately disown me. So considering my own father was watching me on stage was very surprising. I tried to stay calm and keep going with my night as normal, but I couldn't get over the fact that my mum probably doesn't even know my dad is here and probably thinks he's just working late again.
Again?
What a man.
Again?
Dad's a hero so far. I don't know. In the middle of my performance, I saw my dad get up and leave. In the middle.
Well.
In the middle.
You've got... There's got to have been a level of being stunned. Or there was probably the discovery period of yeah, she's my daughter. Do you know what I mean? He's like, yeah, first, and then, fuck!
And then that bit where you check yourself, and she's fit as fuck. Jesus, girl.
Yeah.
Hello? He just fucks off.
Hello? Answers his hand. Walks off.
I saw my dad get up and leave, probably because he was watching his daughter break it down for men as old as him. After my shift, I went home at around 3 a.m. and went to bed, but I couldn't stop thinking about my dad. But he couldn't stop thinking about you either.
Oh, God.
In the morning, I woke up to multiple missed calls from my dad. Once I got ready, I called him back, and when he picked up, he started to almost yell, saying things like, I can't believe my own sweet daughter could be an exotic dancer, and how dare you lie to your parents about your job. I obviously made the comeback of saying, why were you at the strip club in the first place? You have a wife and 3 kids, which made him even madder. We kept going back and forth. The next day, I got a call from my mum in the evening going off about how your father caught you coming out of a strip club. You're so innocent, I can't believe you. Which is a complete lie. I tried to say he was also inside the strip club watching everything, but she said, we've been married for almost 30 years and he's been nothing but loyal to me. And considering you lied about your job to your own parents, I don't know if I can trust you anymore, which made me even madder. I just hung up the call after she started telling me names like disgusting, a sinner, and then what led me here, a disgusting arsehole. I immediately cut off all contact with my parents and they probably told all the rest of my family. I knew they were overbearing and not very good parents in general, but I never thought they'd go this far. Am I the arsehole?
No, you're not the arsehole at all. Your fucking dad is. He has got some nerve.
Lied, and then
because he's Christian, it's sound.
But that's entirely, he was there, and that's the only reason he's seen you. He can't then be mad at you. I can understand not wanting your daughter to be a stripper, I guess. But also, that's not my... If I'm going to watch them, like you say, I have a nerve. Yeah. It's like eating bacon and getting mad at the pig. Like, it's not the fucking... I mean, not the strippers are pigs. Fuck.
Keep digging, boy.
But you know what I mean? Like, you're consuming it. It's not my fault that you're here.
It's hypocrisy. It's pure hypocrisy, and it makes me angry. I watched a documentary about porn stars getting out the business. I can't remember the name of it, but there's a few of them. I watched it with Rebecca. Basically, there was one who'd gone into...
Did you recognise them ones as well? That one.
No, I actually wasn't as skilled. Lisa Ann, obviously. I know Lisa Ann. You know what I mean? Famous and thing. But there was a girl there whose most famous porn act was that she'd had like a ridiculous level of a gangbang. She had the world record for gangbangs. It was like over 100 fellas. It was at an event or whatever.
Sorry.
She took the money. I was there. Yeah. She took the money.
That's the cavalry they called in last minute.
You were the fluffer, keeping the men erect.
Told you I shaved.
They basically, she took the money from being a porn star and then quit porn and started to become successful in real estate, was investing in properties, got a job for a really good firm. She studied to get the job. She had a degree. She's flipping houses. She's building income. She's doing really well. And then one day was pulled into a meeting in the office.
Building income. She was drowning it a couple of years ago.
She was pulled. She was pulled into a meeting with the big bosses of the firm, and they said, "We've got to let you go because
unless you can do something for me."
Oh, fuck it.
Come on.
Yeah, but first of all, get that washing out the dryer.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm stuck. No, they basically were like, "You've got to go. We know what you're doing. We know what you've done. We know your past. You got to go." And she made the point that the only reason that anyone in that firm found it
was because they were online looking,
watching porn.
Yeah.
So if you're at home jacking off to it or whatever, how can you be...
Jacking off?
Well, what else do you want me to say? Pulling your pud, flogging the dolphin,
None.
slapping
None of those.
your dick off. I don't know.
Carry on.
What to say. But how can you be so hypocritical to be like, oh, but you're going to tarnish our image? Do you know that thing that I do in my private life and I love it?
Mm.
You gave me pleasure in my private time, and I can't face looking at you in work, so fuck off. It's disgusting.
Unless she was that good at a previous job, the gut is she's quit.
And they want to back up.
Subscribe. Go make some more, girl. Off you go. Which is
I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for you. You're the star.
Who was this? Can you remember who it was?
Can't remember the name. I'm trying to think of that. It's going to annoy me. Type in. Oh, no, forget it.
No.
Jamie, pull it up. No, I don't. It was called something like After Porn Ends. That's what it's called.
Way, it doesn't matter.
After Porn Ends. Check it out. After Porn Ends is the documentary, and I can't remember her name, but it was on there. Yeah. It's but it's gross. And the fact that it was her own dad telling all these lies. Who the fuck does he think he is?
I think this story would be more entertaining if it was her boyfriend. Change father to boyfriend, and you've got a doozy of a story. Do you know what I mean? Like, the father's already... Because I can sort of see why he's mad. Do you know what I mean? Like, just because... I don't have kids, and if I did, I probably wouldn't care. Because ultimately, like, we've already talked about on here...
I admire anyone who can make
actively want Beth to do OnlyFans. Like, I want a holiday, go figure it out, right?
Yeah.
But I can understand the previous generation being angry at their daughter being a stripper. Do you know what I mean? I can understand how that's happened. You know what I mean? But I think it's so much more funnier if it was a boyfriend that's gone to the strip club. He's like fuming, she's there.
Yeah. You're ruining me night.
I've come here to see other girls, not you. It's like, work,
I know, man. It's but it is just it makes me angry that, because at the end of the day, he only left halfway through.
That's the weirdest part. Yeah. And with a boner too, it says here.
Yeah. But it just makes you think, like, how would you react if it was your kid? Would you want to be, like, supportive, or would you get weird about it? I like to think that I would be supportive. but I would not stay to watch the show.
Just to confirm. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, I don't have kids. Like,
I know, it's so hard,
this is why I feel like it would be more insane if it was like a boyfriend thing. Because if I went to a strip club and like with my mates and then Beth was up there and I never knew, I'd be kind of annoyed that I never knew, but mainly because it's something I would be supportive with and I would be annoyed that she felt she couldn't tell me.
This is really different because that's very altruistic and noble of you.
I'd only be annoyed at the fact she didn't tell me.
I'd be annoyed at the fact she'd been hiding that income from me. That's what I'd be angry at.
She might not have been hiding the income. Oh, I work in an office and I'm 35 grand a year.
No, that's bank that.
Not all strippers make.
Oh, I thought we were talking as if like found out tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Like current circumstances, I would be fuming.
Yeah, in your position, living with her mum and dad, I'd be quite fuming also. But she's got 180 grand in the bank. And you got married in Ellesmere Port.
Under the bed in cash. Yeah. Got married in Ellesmere Port.
Like, it was a lovely wedding, but it's not 180 grand's worth of wedding. Do you know what I mean?
Fucking fuming.
I found out something yesterday, which might make you mad, because I feel like you told me what you spent on your wedding. I don't expect you to divulge it here.
Yeah.
I feel like you told me. I don't entirely remember, but someone, I think it was on a TV show or one of Beth's friends or something. She told me, I was half not listening because it was late at night and stuff, but she goes, oh yeah, they got married on a yacht in Cyprus and it cost 18 grand.
So yeah, okay. I get why you might think that'd invoke a reaction from me. Because that would be sick. But it's not for me. I wanted like all my family there and stuff. Yeah, that's it, yeah. I'd be on those the motion sickness tablets, wouldn't I? The little band with the fucking thing on your wrist.
The ginger biscuits.
That wouldn't go well with the suit, would it?
Yeah. No. Well, I do get that because you did want your family there. But for me personally, I don't have any family. But thanks for bringing that up.
Yacht it up, baby.
Yeah. To be fair, I feel like you get the short straw.
Yeah, because I'd have to pay for the flights.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, and it's everyone around. It affects everyone. It doesn't just cost you a bomb; it costs everyone around. Yeah, and as soon as you go abroad,
no. What I meant was, sorry, I misunderstood what you said then. I meant that you get the short straw because you've got a family, but you also don't get to party on a yacht. I would rather have no family and be on a yacht.
Would you?
Yeah, I think
we have different values in life. Yeah, I'd be happy in a function room with my family in Seacombe.
Right. Yeah, that is fair. Yeah. Can't relate.
Fuck your yacht, lad.
I've been in plenty of function rooms with my family, and not all of them have ended well. Some of them have ended violently. So we do another one?
Yeah, go on. I want more details, but some of them lost this,
am I the arsehole for uninviting my friend to my wedding after he lost his arm in an accident?
Fucking hell. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't want to have the suit refit either. I wouldn't want to pay for that.
What a time constraint, yeah. Just looking
I'd be doing it myself. You remember it on The Simpsons, the guy who owns like the fucking war memorial stuff, the way he's got his sleeve pinned up.
Pinned it up, Me, 32 male, and my future wife, Alice, 25 female, have been dating for 5 years. We have a mutual friend. His name is Ezra, 30 male. Don't know why that's relevant at all. I hate Reddit.
Just do it, lad. I love Reddit.
Of course you do. A few months ago, Ezra had an accident. He was hit by a drunk driver. He survived, but he sadly lost most of his arm. Luckily, he had a great recovery and he's doing better now. Now, okay, let me say this. After a long conversation, Alice told me she thought that if Ezra went to our wedding after his recovery, he would take away our spotlight and that our friends would be too focused on him.
Are you fucking messing? I don't know who's more scummy, me for the Sue comments or them for that.
I mean, what colours is
I get it.
Because you never wear white to a wedding. You know what I mean? As we've learned. You never wear whites to a wedding. Don't be that guy. Like, if your mates have pinned you down and drawn a dick on your cast. I mean, you don't have a cast, do you?
You've got no arm. He didn't even register. You could have gotten away with that.
She thought that because our wedding would have been the first time all together physically after what happened to him, and let me tell you, everybody loves Ezra. Sounds like not everyone does. He's one of those insanely charming guys, and he's honestly a great person. These are so contradictory. Every sentence is going, we don't want him there, but he's a great guy. We like him, but we can't have him there. We love him, but fuck you, Ezra. Like,
it's like they're
say it with your chest, you absolute shit houses. He's one of those insanely charming guys. He's honestly a great person. I do love him. I told Alice she was being silly and that'd still be our day, but let's fucking throw your missus under the bus. Sorry, too soon. Ezra was hit by a car. But but that I did feel that maybe it was too much pressure for Ezra, and for that very same reason, there would be too much attention on him. Oh, you're such a fucking hero. So, we don't want to put too much pressure on him by having him at the wedding.
Yeah, all the blood might rush to his other arm and it could drop off. Fucking hell, lad, I need to
gets
watch
a boner in his arm. I walked to Ezra.
I feel like I'm being very sympathetic here. I need to public announcement. Sorry, Ezra, about what happened to you, lad.
I talked to Ezra the next day and asked him if he was comfortable about going to the wedding, and told him that about Alice's concerns too. To be fair, Ezra said, no problem, man, it's your day, and I thought that was the end of it. However, now my friends group chat is burning because everyone thinks I uninvited Ezra because my wife hates him and she's an ableist and a terrible person or whatever. Like I said, there were more factors that she's not... There was more factors than that, and she's not an ableist. She's under a lot of pressure because the wedding is very close, and I am too. Are we arseholes? Yes.
Yeah.
Of course you are.
I'm not
and
an
he's
ableist.
gone, no problem, man. It's your day. While on, because what else do you say?
Mate, that is insane. And the fact they're going, oh, she's not ableist, but she doesn't want him there because he's disabled nature.
I'm not homophobic, but the fact that you're gay is, you know what I mean? Like,
it's just attention seeking, and I want all the eyes on me. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking, what are you on about? What are you fucking on about?
Hey, it's imagine that. Imagine you lose your arm in an accident and then your pal just rings you up and he's like, yeah, I know, yeah. How's the arm doing? Oh, fucking hell, that's bad, is it? Yeah, mad that. Cancel Saturday. Of course he's gone, no worries, it's your day.
Lad, that is absolutely insane. I just don't get why. I get it. All right, okay. Let's play devil's advocate. Weddings, having had one now, it is, I mean, obviously we do fucking stand up. There's part of us that does like to be the centre of attention, and I think there's part of everyone that likes to be the centre of attention. I think for most people, that big day is the most eyes they're going to have on them. The most a situation is ever going to be all about them. And there's some people out there who are dicks about that level of attention. Do you know what I mean? We're attention seekers. We choose a time and a place. Do you know what I mean? We're not just going into we're not going into a film when something's going on and going, look at me, everyone. Do you know, we're not stealing the limelight from others. But there's some people, I don't know how I can back this up. I'm digging myself a hole. And I feel like I'm using Ezra's other arm as the shovel. I'm just being a fucking dickhead about it. Sorry, Ezra.
Ironically, Ezra's giving you a hand in making you a terrible person.
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate for entertainment purposes, and I'm struggling to justify. But it is all about you.
I do understand what you mean. I do understand what you're saying about how people do want the spotlight on them because they've spent a lot of money on it. But also, I don't feel like my pal's lack of arm would have took up too much of the day. We went to your wedding. I mean, we did, yeah, because it was your wedding. But like, there was a lot of stood around waiting for shit.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not like Ezra's going to be stood there with the fucking arm that's fell off, waving it in the fucking air during the ceremony. Do you know what I mean?
Come on, Eileen comes on at the disco at the end.
Doing the Macarena and just fucking holding it on someone's shoulder.
Oh, fucking hell, lad.
Imagine. Just the one arm Macarena.
No, because everyone would just be going, all eyes, not, do you know what? It's the exact opposite. It's the exact opposite. All eyes won't be on him because people don't want to come across like they're staring.
Yeah.
So they'll be deliberately looking away.
And if anything, he'll just be involved nicely. He'll be at the front of the conga. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sorry about your arm, Ezra, lad, and I'm sorry that you.
I don't think he's listening. But that is a proper dick move, isn't it? It's a proper dick move.
It's a proper dick move. I don't get why you would do that. Tried to play devil's advocate. I couldn't. And now I'm worried I've just come across as ableist myself.
Yeah. Next week's submission. Am I the arsehole for backing up some arseholes?
I kept trying to deflect how much of an arsehole I was being by making inappropriate jokes that were making me look like more of an arsehole.
What's up, guys? It's Aaron here. Really sorry today's episode is a lot shorter than usual. One of us got a phone call and we had to rush off. Long story short, Liam's got gout in his dick. He has dick gout. And he didn't want me to tell you, but I think he would really appreciate it if you all spammed the YouTube comments with "Get well soon, Liam," or something to that effect. Because there's a really good chance that he doesn't know I've done this. But yeah, we're big stars, and if he's still alive next week, we'll do a longer episode. Okay, love you, bye.